Yo, 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 back at it. Mow Trappin podcast Tuesday night. What up with it in God's hands? Man, I gotta hit you up, bro. I've been meaning to hit you. I'm gonna talk about this last week, boy. I've been had a birthday, had graduation, more estimates, and trying to train somebody. So it's been a week. It just started raining not too long ago. I just got up in here. Let's see. One second. What up with a stripe leader? Give me one second. Get everything. What up with it? What up with it, Key? What up with it, Wilson? Give me one second. Man, anytime I miss a week on her, man, I'll be off. Hold on, let me get this right, man. Let me get it right. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. Man, I hope y'all got some rain. We just got a little bit. Give me one second, man. We just got a little rain before I came up in here. It's been ugly. What up with it, man? Man, I ain't man. Been doing all right. I see where y'all got some storms up y'all way up in Louisville, man. It's been dry. We just getting some rain. Hold on, give me one second. Try to get this right. I'll switch it in a minute. Yeah, we just got some rain. It's been ugly, man. But I still been working. And it's just been like I don't know, deck height. You gotta know your deck height. I still been cutting though. Today I ain't gonna lie. A lot of dirt and dust in my face today though. But like I say, right when I pulled up, it had some raindrop. And man, it's supposed to rain hopefully the next couple days. I still got some work to do though. I still got some bushes to do on the landscape I'm trying to do. So try to get that in between time while it's raining, trying to squeeze that in, get that money. Man, give it a couple more minutes, we get it started. Yeah, Will, I when I popped the IG, I seen you soaking wet. That's a good thing though. 'Cause I'm talking about we ain't had nothing to today. Right when I pulled up, I was gonna try one more. I was gonna try one more. I was gonna be stopping about 7:30 ish. And man, I seen that rain coming and I said, man, I ain't gonna try it. I pulled up. As soon as I put the equipment up, it came down like 2 minutes later. So yes, what it's saying next 7 days, but man, I believe it when I see it. Like I say, I still got some work to do. I've been on my all my properties just taking pictures. You feel me? And just sending customers like, hey, I get a chance, I got this out. When I get a chance, I could do this, and everybody like run it. So I'm trying to set that work up, man, for when it's slow. The bread's still out here for some people, but talk about it tonight, though, man, because I'm peeping some stuff. I'm peeping some stuff with some stuff I really knew already, but it's like, man, sometimes when you just in the middle of everything and just going at it, you don't even see stuff sometimes, man. You know what I'm saying? It's no different from when somebody say you on a cutting board or something trying to cut up something and you end up hitting your finger. You know what I'm saying? So what up with a DS? Yeah, we in here. Yeah, last week was man. My daughter's birthday was last Tuesday on the podcast. His son graduated Saturday, so back up in here, Mow Trappin podcast. Another Tuesday night boneyard lawn service down here in Kentucky. On 6 year coming up here in June. Got about 3 weeks to be a 6 year anniversary, and man, at it, getting it, grinding, still solo, training. I trained about 3 days this week. got some training in with somebody with me, so I'm gonna see how it works, see how it play out. Ain't gonna put too much hope into them. We gonna hope for the best, prepare for the worst as always. So, man, this past week, man, last week I wasn't here last Tuesday. It was an ugly day, but it was a grind day. I ended up picking up somebody extra, threw them into the schedule. On top of it, was my daughter's birthday. She turned 7, so got that done last week, knocking out yards, and then had a graduation Saturday. So, man, son finally graduated. So, man, last week it was just, family, and still getting the work done. And end up one of my properties. I'm gonna end up doing a video. One of my properties, man, I got a 2 week property. I pulled up on, and man, it had a tree on top of the house. You know what I'm saying? That it landed on it. So, man, it is what it is. Let's see. What do you say? Been working my boy. Yeah. Mine. That's what it is now. He's I'm giving him a couple weeks, man. So he just been chilling with his partners, but he ready to do it. And like I said, I've been training somebody else too. So it'll be nice to have both of them. One of the guys is kind of younger, so I won't have to pay him as much. You know what I'm saying? And maybe I could work son 4 days, put him in the truck one day. But I've been 4 or 5 days on the schedule. You know what I'm saying? Something like that right now. It just depends. Like I say, I'm picking up extra work because every property I'm going to right now, man, I'm taking pictures and I'm just shooting them back to my customers like, hey, get this together. I can get that together. And people hit me back. So that's been going on last week. And like I said, I picked up 2 more customers, weeklies. And I got one, he's on the fence right now. He's right around the corner from one of my other ones that's right en route. Everything I've been picking up is en route, man. The route has got real sweet, real nice now. And it's all en route. So I've been picking up at and that's what's been going on last week, man. And this past week, I'm gonna tell you, the money is out here crazy. I mean, not crazy, but you got some people that's worried about money. Then you got some people, man, it's like they not even worried about it, not even stressed about it, not even thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? And so it's kind of how your mindset got to be too, because there's a lot going on. And man, if you start making more right now, just don't go outside of spending more. I'm gonna keep saying it over and over. Like, man, if you get blessed to take on 5, 10, more customers, 2 or 3 more customers, man, just keep your spending habits how they was and just take that extra money and save it because it's ugly. We don't know what the price is gonna be. So get into this news thing. I didn't really pop it up. Like I said, I miss a week and I'll be off. Let me get this shirt real quick. It's talk about this old gas price. So
with gas around $5 a gallon, lawn care companies are feeling the pinch of high prices. But a Grand Rapids business isn't as concerned because they use electric equipment. News 8's Kyle Mitchell explains how it works and why they are still impacted by the prices at the pump.
The owner of eGreen Services says they're saving about $80 to $100 a day by using electric, but the company is not completely isolated from high gas prices.
if anybody using battery right now, drop a comment. Let me know what's going on with it, if you're using any of it.
The first thing you notice about these mowers is how quiet they are, but it's also what's fueling them that sets them apart.
We can get full run time about 7.5 hours.
Josh Gerber, the owner of eGreen Services.
Now, 7.5 hours, that's nice. I ain't gonna lie, that's nice right there.
He says his Grand Rapids business has seen success in using battery-powered equipment since it began in 2020.
At the time, there was a dealership not too far from here that offered all electric lawnmowers, and we bought one, tested it out. It seemed to be a big hit, and the rest is history.
Man, let me tell you, I seen somebody here, because I stay on Facebook Marketplace all the time. I seen a guy here right now. He's got a Toro battery mower. I got to get back on there and look. It might still be on there, man. I think he wanted 11,000 for it. I think might be a 52-inch.
Batteries are charged every day, and the owner says they can provide about 7 to 8 hours on one charge.
Some of the biggest benefits of it being electric is obviously it's very quiet, so our customers appreciate that. And it's really nice for our employees as well because they don't have to be working around gas, worrying about having that spilling outside or in the trailer.
They also use electric trimmers and leaf blowers. But there's one thing that they rely on that does require gas: the truck that tows the trailer.
Man, listen, the truck that's torn, that ain't nothing if you could save. I mean, well, yeah, it is something, but if you could save all that, you save it. Hold on, I'm big on battery trimmer to blow us out, but we all know gas saves us time. Hey, yeah, facts. Hold on, I'll put that up and just.
It's been difficult when we started this company back in 2020. We went with all electric equipment for lawn care. However, trucks, they're just not quite there.
The business is seeing an increase in what it spends on gas and tries to plan its route to be the most efficient to conserve fuel.
We still have to fill up our trucks maybe once or twice a week, so we're still going through quite a bit of fuel.
Route density. You said they're keeping them
But
right.
we save a lot as far as operating costs by having everything else battery powered.
The electric equipment does allow the company to not be as impacted, but it's not as affordable as gas-powered equipment.
There is a pretty big upfront cost to purchase it because it's a little bit more expensive than a lot of the gas products out there, but it's starting to pay off.
In East Grand Rapids, Kyle Mitchell, News 8.
Man, that's crazy. So that's something to think about. You said you've been doing it. Hold on, let's check this out. You say you've been doing it, running to save some, and I'm gonna tell you, it do save some. But one thing, man, with that battery, man, it just, and you can drop a comment and tell me how it feels with you. The battery, man, on some of my now once they get regulated to weekly, I ain't gonna lie, I'm pulling out that Crest. It'll be back out in the truck with me. But I still feel like some of it's kind of, man, I don't know. I'm just so used to the gas, man. On some of my properties, man, they're a nice size. And I hate when I run out of battery. It's happened to me a couple times. And those couple times, have deterred me from just having it with me all the time. You know what I'm saying? So, but it does work. The powers are, it's just, I hate walking back to the truck to get a battery sometimes. And it's happened a couple times, like I say, but usually I plan it pretty nice. But some of my properties are just nice and big. So it's kind of crazy. Can't be stopping the charge. That's facts, man. You got to have that gas. And I'm going to tell you another thing this week that I'm actually going to grab. I'm actually about to grab me one of these Segways. And so I've been peeping these guys with these Segways, doing they trimming and doing they blowing. And I'm about to grab one. I'm about to throw it in the truck with me because I had somebody drop a comment, and when he broke it down, it's gonna save me about 30 minutes to an hour a day. And that 30 minutes to an hour a day is, man, I'm telling you, with Gorilla Lift on your trailer and just having something like that could save you. Like, shout out to everybody who's on a stand on where they could just stand and blow. Man, that time is everything. But talk about tonight, man. Talk about building them the ugly way, man. What up with it? I'm gonna talk about building it the ugly way. Cause, man, I was talking to somebody, man, he was kind of discouraged about not having a bunch of pretty properties. And I told him, bro, it ain't about having a bunch of pretty properties. Like, if I really think about it and I could do it over, I ain't gonna say do it. Well, if I was starting from scratch, the yards I had in the beginning, if I would have had those yards priced right, those was really the best type of yards. And I'm saying as far as time wise, even with me cutting those yards every 2 weeks, they were still only taking me like 18 to 20 minutes. So with them yards taking me 18 to 20 minutes and I'm knocking them out and say my price was totally wrong. I'm talking about when I had the $25, $30 price. Now, boy, 35, 40, you can't get by with that to me. But that's when I had that price. But if I had them priced right, say at the 50s, just say 50, and I'm knocking them out within 20 minutes. If I can do 3 of them, man, that's 150 an hour. And I had a lot of those properties at first. I just wasn't pricing them right. So I was telling my dude, like, man, look, it ain't about all that fancy property stuff, man. It's about just getting that time done and getting it done the right price where it just fits your time and your route. I used to have a route that was everything was the wrong price. But I had a route, man, and it was like 16 properties within 3 blocks. You know what I'm saying? And I was knocking them out so quick. I was thinking I was making the right money. You know what I'm saying? I was knocking them out a decent time, and I'm cleaning them up all quick. And they every 2 weeks. But when I'm hitting that route was decent. But man, if I'd have just had those at $50, and I was telling my dude, let's just say like right now I got like 44 customers. But out of my 44 customers, I think like 40, 40 of them or 39 of them is weekly. And I'm telling him if he had 2 week yards, if he was just doubling up on customers, he'd be doing the same price. He'd still be doing 5 figures a month. You know what I'm saying? They be some ugly yards, but it is what it is. My yards, man, when I sit back and looked at them, I don't have a bunch of the prettiest or the cleanest yards. And that's why I said after talking to Polo and have a Polo on, that's going to be one of the next steps is, okay, how to get these weeds out of all of my yards, how to keep them a certain type of way. But I can't jump my price all the way up because the customers I got, they just don't want that. Some of them. And I'm just keeping it real. I was telling my dude, everybody ain't going to want all the services. But when the season hits, if you can get them recurring services coming in, and you got them just card on file and you ain't chasing that money, it'll start making sense because he's getting discouraged already. He's missing payments. You know what I'm saying? He's got a couple people already missed payments. He's got the 2 week yards killing him. And he's passing up some still, this 2 week yards, but he's not making. I'm like, bro, you can't pass them up. And I'm telling him, I'm saying, man, some of the best yards you're gonna get is lots and stuff. I had a bunch of lots, man, that I was doing, and I still got them on. I won't let them go. Them lots, I can get done with them lots so quick. I'm talking about because it's no weed eating. I'm just running through them lots. I can do about 6 of them lots, about $60 because they about $60, $55. I ain't gonna lie. It's about 6 of them. But man, I can do them 6 lots, man, in like 2 hours almost. You know what I'm saying? So that's like 300 in 2 hours. You break it down, that's 150 in 2 hours. I mean, 150 an hour if you break it down, 300 in 2 hours. And so I'm telling them it ain't all about them pretty yards, bro. It's about what's gonna make that profit. It's about run. I just watched one of Ray's videos. Shout out to Ray's Line of Landscape, running through them yards and get back in that truck. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling them like, bro, just make it make sense. If you can get that, it really ain't about it. It is about the price, but once you get stuff going with that route density, and I got some nice routes, like I say now, and this took 4 years probably to build these routes now, 3.5, 4 years. But man, once it starts making sense like that, don't you can mess up and shoot yourself in the foot, man, and outprice yourself. Now I got a route. If some of these people, if you've seen the neighborhoods, somebody probably say, nah, man, you need to be charging 80 for that one, 85 for that one, 75 for that one. Man, I got one that's a 60. I got another one that's a 60. I got another one that's a 55. I got another one that's a 65. When I'm hitting that route, I'm done with them things in almost 2 hours, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's keeping me right where I want to be at. I've been trying to shoot for like 120, 125 an hour. Man, per man. You feel me? It's just me right now. Like I say, I got somebody that I was training a few days. He's a younger guy. You know what I'm saying? He's a young kid. He just wants some work. And then, like I say, hopefully this other one come on. I'll swap him out. If not, I never let it get unmanageable. I'm always say that. That's why I priced it right and did what I did, so it never gets unmanageable. If the help comes, it's just, hey, beautiful then. So, but anyway, I'm telling my dude, man, building it the ugly way because he's getting so discouraged. I'm like, bro, don't get discouraged. You know what I'm saying? You watching this, you watching that. You need to watch the profits. That's it. What up with the tingles? Watch the profits, bro. And I'm telling him, I'm like, and he's got some decent profits on some of his yards too. It's just his system ain't right. They not paying him on time and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of making sense for what he's got for 2 weeks, but he's still scared to like man, I can't get him card on file. I can't get him card on file. And I'm telling him, I said, all right, who you got right now? You could try to talk to him. If you got ones that's already paying, you don't have no problems with them paying. Keep it like it is. You feel me? Don't shake it up because you barely hold on to who you got right now. Just don't shake that up. So if they still paying, let them do what they do. You still gonna have calls. You still gonna have people as the year go on. I told them when the new people come through, it's a way you have to talk to them, and it's a way you just say it. Just, hey, I'm gonna set you up like this. And if they came from the last person, it might be you might get some pushback. But at the same time, man, you got to run your business the right way. You know what I'm saying? Because he's only at about 22 customers right now. You know what I'm saying? But he's still working. The 22 customers is making sense for what he's got on. When he told me what he's making, I'm like, I'm like, that's cool. That makes sense right there. I'm like, you just got to stay out here, get you some more skin in it, and just when the job come up, just don't. Even if it's an ugly yard, even if it's still do the job as if you're doing it the same way as the other job. Don't treat one property as if it's better than the other type thing. You know what I'm saying? You want to do the same service. That's what I'm telling them. I'm like, and the reason why you want to do that, I said, because just want to get established in the habit of when these calls starting to come, you got a habit of I'm not walking off this yard until it's done the same exact way I did it the last time and the last time and the last time. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling him, build a system. He's got the bare minimums what he needs. He can get there, he can get it done. He's even got a backup truck already. You know what I'm saying? He's just missing the system. And I'm telling him with the 2 weeks, because he had me thinking about it. He was telling me the yards he got. And I'm like, how quick you getting done with them? And he actually made me start writing down some more of my yards. And I'm like, how quick you getting done with that? He like, I'm getting done with that one and that. I'm getting done with that. I'm like, man, he's just making sense for you. You know what I'm saying? I said, if you could stay where you at with these 22 right now, double up, and you just got this route still in this area, they might be 2 weeks, they might be ugly. But I told him, you'll be making more money than a guy who's just running all over, driving all over the town, because all his yards are pretty. They in a nice, dense. He's got 22 yards, but he ain't got to travel far at all. You know what I'm saying? And where he's at, he's in some neighborhoods where the houses are real close. They cookie cutters. They real small, and he can get in and out. And he got his price right. He got his price at like $55, $60. He's getting done in like same. I mean, like I said, you don't get so caught up in the price. It's like, what can I make per hour? What am I trying to get for this hour? And so, like I said, he's got his stuff priced to where he told me like one day he's like, you know what I'm saying? I get up at this time and I'm done on a Saturday when I'm off work. I do those. He said it's some days, that I could sit down and I could do like 17 of them on a Saturday. You know what I'm saying? That's how he's got it set up. He's got every 2 weeks. He's got 22 yards. He got them set up every other weekend while he's still working because he just can't get out the field yet. He can't afford to get it. And the thing is, he don't know how to market. He ain't got on Google yet, and he's discouraged because he don't think he can get into these bigger areas. And I'm telling him, bro, you don't want to grow too fast. That area might not even be for you. He's getting these lots, just call them and stuff, and he don't want to take these lots. And I'm like, bro, they making sense. So I'm telling you, you can build this the ugly way. Now, later on, you're gonna have to do the other stuff. But he like opened my eyes to some stuff even more because I'm in certain areas. And I said that to myself coming into this year. This year, one of my keys was gonna be trying to get these yards that I'm in and out of within 18 to like 25 minutes. You know what I'm saying? That way I can do 3 of these in an hour and I could try to hit like 150 an hour. That's where it's at. It ain't about the pretty. It ain't about, man, you can make a yard look decent. You can come through. That yard might look ugly at first. You come through, clean it up. You come through, spray, get rid of them, do whatever you got to do, get rid of the weeds, and you stay on top of it. You'd be surprised who's watching, and you'd be surprised. You never know who knows who. So I told him it's another thing I did to open up his eyes and stuff. Cause like I told him, I said, man, just do them yards and just make sure you doing them the right way. Don't half step on them. I know you feel like, you only getting like 55 every 2 weeks out of them, 60 every 2 weeks out of them. I said, but when you do them, man, you make sure you do these yards as if you trying to get into these neighborhoods. I said, because you never know who you watching. You might be cutting somebody's aunt's yard. They might pull up on one of these Saturdays while they off, coming to check on his aunt, or her coming to check on the aunt. Man, you been wanting to take care of my aunt's yard? Yep. Man, our dude Moore just broke down. We got a neighbor that needs somebody. And I told him you just got to stay out there like that, and they'll start building on each other. So once you start getting in these other neighborhoods, that's when, because you got these people already on schedule. You know they set. That's when you start telling them I can get you on every week. Don't even, because he asked me how do you get these weeklies. I told him, I said I don't even give the option. You know what I'm saying? And I think because by me having the mindset of I wasn't gonna give the option no more, it's like weekly yards just start coming to me. It's like people start calling me like we need it done every week. That's what it started turning into. You know what I'm saying? Because I just was like, I quit giving an option. Somebody called me for a yard, I would tell them, yeah, I can set you up every week. I'll send you over the link. They killed two birds in one stone. They canceled out the every 2 weeks because I said I can set you up on every week. And it canceled out. I'm not taking no cash. I'm gonna send you this link, and this link is gonna have in there how you're gonna get card on file. It killed out two birds with one stone. So I told him you just got to do that out the gate. You like when you offer too many put it like this. I know me, when I have too many options, I end up not making a decision. Or I end up just taking a long time and it gets dragged out. Just cut the options out. You know what I'm saying? If you in the beginning, like what I'm telling him, just cut the options out in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Just tell him I set you up every week for the new calls that come. I said just start as it going. But I said another thing you want to do too, you got these 2 week properties you own. You still gonna have some people with these, just like in these areas that got these, they want the services like other people. So I'm gonna put it like this. Cause he feel like he's in the hood. That's what he calls it. Man, I'm telling you, bro, you ain't in the hood, bro. Everybody still wants services at their house. Hold on, my next move is going weekly yard. Yeah, yeah. Man, I'm gonna tell you, I got weeklies and I got bi-weeklies, bro. But like I say, my bi-weeklies ain't many. Most of them are weeklies. But I still will take on a bi-weekly if it makes sense. But like I said, he think he's in the hood, and I'm telling him. Because man, you just gotta look at stuff different sometimes. You gotta be optimistic. You gotta think like, don't look at the negative stuff. Look at everything good around it. I said, all right, you in these areas. I said, you around a lot of these elderly people. You know what I'm saying? They on these fixed incomes and stuff. And but you also still got some people that's, couple like some working families and still in these areas where he's at. And I told him, I said, this what you don't know. I said a lot of these people's in these areas that you in right now, man, these people paid off their houses years ago. These was the people who was getting houses. They don't have the big $100,000 house. They was the people getting the $80,000 houses back in the 90,000, 70, but they paid off already. You know what I'm saying? So they going to work, they can pay for the lawn service. They still want it. They just can't get it every week. Just make it make sense to them. You know what I'm saying? I told them just make it make sense. You know what I'm saying? And then some of them, I told them if you can get one of them to where they are actually on a weekly, and you can switch them over. I said, man, they'll notice that difference. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a noticeable difference when you get that yard done every week versus every 2 weeks. And so I told him he's still in the area. He's one of those areas they want the yard done. They just want it done every 2 weeks. Everybody likes to be outside in this area. I told him in the summertime, you notice this is an area where you're gonna see a lot of people outside. You're gonna see kids riding, just it's gonna be a lot outside. And the people that he's dealing with, like I said, he don't have a lot of the newer gen. He's got people that's like the working people still go to work. A lot of them houses paid off. I know a lot of his customers. I know them. You know what I'm saying? And so he got to open up. He got thinking about it. So, like I said, I missed last week. So this was about 10 days ago or something like that. So he ended up hitting me back and he told me. He said, "Man, it's crazy." He said, "One of the things you said ended up happening." I said, "What happened?" He said, "Man, I was out there." He said, he had to go to graduation early in the morning. So he said, I got out that afternoon. I was cutting. And he said, I was doing a yard. And he said it was somebody they wanted to do something with the graduation with the kids. The person didn't show up to cut the yard. and he ended up getting the yard because he was handling somebody else's yard. And they said, "Hey, can you have ours? Go ahead and get it done right." You know what I'm saying? Because, like I say, his graduation was early in the morning. They was like, "Go ahead and get it done right. We having something this afternoon." The guy, we ain't got a hold to him. You know what I'm saying? He barely show up. This and that, this and that. We just want the yard done. He did exactly what I said. He went for he said I didn't want to put him on a weekly. I was still scared. He put him on 2 weeks. He upped the price a little bit. He sent them a link. And you know what I'm saying? I think that's 3 people he got card on file now. You know what I'm saying? And when he got done with the yard, they were so thankful. He ended up getting done with the yard. He got the card on file. He got paid, and they ended up giving him some of the barbecue from the from doing the yard. You feel me? So he ended up winning like that. And like I told him, man, that's just what it is, bro. You got to stay out here and stay ready. And so now he picked up that other yard. It's not far from where his other yard is. So when he's doing these now on 2 weeks, he's got like, man, it's like 4 or 5 of them now that's really close together. They every 2 week yards, but the man he's making it per hour. He's getting it. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't been out there long. He just started. So I told him, just stay out there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody ain't gonna have the clean yards. Everybody ain't gonna have the pretty yards. That's just what it is. And right now, everybody's not gonna, it depend on what areas you in. Like I say, the money's still out here, but some people just ain't got in certain areas yet. You know what I'm saying? They ain't marketed and got their way in certain areas. They ain't been out here, had enough, been in here long enough to start building routes and stuff. Some people out here, like I say, it's 2026. And every year is somebody else starting. You know what I'm saying? It's somebody else starting, it's somebody else getting out the game every year. I just seen a full setup. I'm gonna try to share the screen on this because I hope y'all can see this. It's a guy with a full setup for 13 grand, trailers, mowers, hold on, let me see if it's still on here, man. Somebody might have, here it is right here. Hold on, let me share the screen, y'all. Y'all gonna, hey, wait till y'all see this, man. All right. So I'm gonna pull up full screen on here. Let's see. My bad. Here we go. Here we go. All right, this right here, guys. This a guy. He's selling a setup right now. These people getting out the game, man. 13,000 is what he want for this setup. Now I'm about to read this off. Everything's 100% garage kept all of the time, is what he said. He's got a 16-foot tandem trailer, all lights working, 2 new tires with the trailer. 13,000. Now watch what I'm about to list off. He's got 2 X-Mark mowers. One's a 60-inch for 460 hours. One's a 52-inch with 1,000 hours. Both mowers have 5 sets of blades already sharpened. Have motion sets. Have deluxe ride seats on both mowers. Have chute guards on both mowers. Also have extra blades. Have oil. Have filter for both the mowers. Also has a push mower, 3 weed eaters, 1 steel, 2 echoes, a Husqvarna blower, gas cans, and a Craftsman toolbox. 13 grand. Man, it's like, y'all just, somebody tell me what y'all think it is. That's 2 zero turns. One's got 1,000, one's only got 460. X marks a 60 and a 52. He's got the whole setup for 13,000. Now I'm gonna tell you, when I seen this whole setup for 13,000, I didn't look at it like, okay, he's about to get out of business. The first thing I thought was he's probably running his business wrong. And the second thing I thought of was he's older, might be getting out of business. But I'm thinking he's running his business wrong. That's just me. 13 grand for everything you need. Now, a couple of those mowers together is gonna cost you 13,000. This guy's got I don't know what's going on with it, but 13 grand, 2 zero turns. He's got the whole setup. You know what I'm saying? That's beyond a steal, man. That's like a $28,000 setup. I don't know. I say 10,000 for each X mark. That's 20 grand. A tandem trailer, 4,000. Weed eaters and everything. 10K, he'll let it go. I'll give you the number if you want it. I'll send it to you. I had to log in on this thing, but I'll send it to you. So 13,000. Like I say, maybe he just wasn't running his business right. Because, like I say, my dude, only thing I see that he ain't got is a system. This is right, man. He just ain't got the system. But a guy's getting out of 13 grand. It's guys right now who can make that 13 grand in a month. That's a second setup. When I told one of my other guys about it, he said, man, send me the link. I'm going to look at it. Because his son just started his own business. So, and let's just say, man, like, well, my guy, like I said, every 2 weeks, that's all he got right now. He got a couple, well, he didn't get them on weekly. He still got all 2 weeks. I told him, if he get it right, you can still do 10 grand a month every 2 weeks. With every 2 week more, if you got enough people, the right system, the right route, and he still works his job. So I told him, I said, bro, if you can get like that and you still working your job, because he don't want to quit his job. He's in a good position. He's blessed to have his job, but he's in a spot where they're not letting him go. Where he's at, they keep him work. So trailers more. Look at that. You see trailers more than 8K. Will, that's 13,000 right there, bro. A 16-foot trailer, all lights working, 2 extra set of tires, 60-inch X Mark with 460 hours, 52 X Mark, 52-inch 1,000 hours, backup blades, weed eaters, everything. Bro, that is a steal. 8K for a trailer, you see what I'm saying? So, and you know, man, listen. If I didn't have to just do what I had to do with that truck, you feel me? He would have got a call quick. You hear me? He would have got a call real quick. Because that's just a steal. Like you say, you can take the trailer, or you can take some of it and sell it back, bro. I didn't, man. Hold on, let me see if I can scroll. I don't know if y'all can see this full screen on here, man, but I'll scroll on some more of it. The equipment is taken care of. You can tell it's taken care of. And like the guy mentioned, everything is garage kept. I don't know if he's an older guy. I don't know if I don't know. But to me, I said he's got to be getting out the game. I mean, he's got to. I just think he might not got the customers. I don't know. So I wanted to reach out to him and say, hey, you getting rid of your customers too? You know what I'm saying? Just give me out $100 ones. You know what I'm saying? For real. So you can build the ugly way. I ain't say I said the ugly way, but you know, the 2 week better be lucky. I'm telling you, listen, Diaz, I'm in Paducah, Kentucky, bro. You can see how long that trip is, you feel me, if you want to. But hey, that's a steal, bro. And I'm talking about, like, y'all might can't see this trailer. This trailer is put together nice. So, but man, right now, like I say, just it's ugly out here. I'm taking on all calls still. I'm not gonna act like I ain't taking on 2 weeks. I am taking on 2 weeks, depending on how they looking. You know what I'm saying? I mean, depending on if they want to go my price. You know what I'm saying? And if it's in my route. Because man, I'm talking about I got some routes now, man. Like I think I had, man, it was supposed to, it rained today and I had something going one of the front tires on the mower and I had to swap it out. So it pushed me back a little bit. I had like 16 or 15 a day. You know what I'm saying? I was ready to get up and get it. And I'm ready to, you know what I'm saying? I'm just, man, I'm so pumped and so hyped right now for this year because this is like everything what I seen in the beginning after I really got to do it what it could be. Hey, I'm gonna tell you that setup is far 13,000, bro. I'm saying you getting an X Mark, a 60-inch with less than 500 hours. You know what I'm saying? So that's a steal. That's another thing too, man. That's why I say you gotta have it running right. You gotta have that cash flow right and have everything on file. Because if you got everything running right, cash flow right, everything on file, man, it ain't nothing to go snatch it up. You know what I'm saying? You're not waiting on payments, man. You hitting that button every day, getting your money. Man, you gonna snatch it up, no problem. You feel me? Listen, I'm gonna tell you, Will, trust me. I'm throwing it out there because you know what I'm saying. I ain't no hater. I'm price for it. You feel me? But if that man is sitting on it in that about 3 weeks, I might go holler at him, Will. Because I just don't see nobody jumping off to go grab that like that ain't in the game right now. I don't see it. I don't see nobody going to go grab it. They not in the game and they don't have no clients. You know what I'm saying? This is for somebody who's ready to go. You know what I'm saying? So, and that ain't bad at all. Yeah, that's hard to beat. You'll make the money back before. Come on, man. Listen, I'll make the money back in a month, bro. You know what I'm saying? The way I'm trying to run it right now. So a few of us in here can make that money back in a month. I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, me and my dude thought about it in God's hand. I swear when I showed it to him, I'm talking about he stopped about 3-4 times. Not my guy I'm talking about with the every 2 weeks. But he kept thinking about it. He said, man, I got too many moors in my garage right now. He said, but I ain't gonna lie, I want to call him. He said, I got 2 trailers, he said, I got plenty moors right now, and I still want to call him. He said, just because he don't plan on getting out the game. He's like, man, I'll take that, and that's gonna go to work. And let me see, his price to sell for, man, I'm telling you, Will, he's got it. He ain't no telling what he got going on. I'm telling y'all, man, listen. Right now, if you got any extra cash, bro, hold on to that money. The price of stuff is going to go up, but it's going to be fire sales on people that are getting rid of stuff. I'm telling you, it's going to be people letting stuff go. And whoever got that money, this is going to be a good time. Like he say, he got that for 13,000. You know what I told my dude? I said I do. Man, I'm from the streets. I told him, I said, bruh, I go get 3,000 in hundreds, 5,000 in 20s. That's eight. No, yeah. No. I said 3,000 in hundreds. You feel me? I go get, 5,000 in 20s. And I go get 2,000 in 10s. And I go take them 10,000 that look so big. Hey, he'll knock off at 3,000. He'll knock off 3,000 for that. Especially if you want that money right now. That money talk. That BS gonna walk. I'm telling you, Will, you can get that back, bro. I'm telling you, when you got your bid, listen, Will, where you at in the game? You see look what Will said. Where Will's at in the game, that's what I'm trying to get at. Well, I can go do that in 2 weeks. You feel me? It took me a while to get out here. I got it to where I got a nice schedule now. I can do a certain amount of month. Might take me a month to get it, Will. You feel me? But you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm telling you, hey, Cash is king. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, it is out here, bro. Even with these ugly yards, man. I used to be prejudiced on yards, and I'm gonna keep it real. I was judgmental on yards. I'm keeping it real. I thought I got to get here to get there, and that was not the case at all. You know what I'm saying? I had a bunch of yards that I was just, I don't want that. I just didn't know how to price them, and I'm sitting there like being funny about somebody not wanting to take their yard. And like I said, you might get somebody who's been in an older house. That thing been paid off 18 years, 15 years. They might got way more money than you. You know what I'm saying? They just sitting back. They just want 2 week service. They don't want weekly service. They want it done though. And then you never know who they know. So, man, if you out here doing this, bro, you set it up how you supposed to set it up. But you got to get your system. You got to get what work for you. And what work is them 20-minute yards to me. Because if you get somebody in the truck with you, them 20-minute yards is probably going down to 8 minutes. You feel me? You know, man, not a race, bro. The money, listen, I'm going to tell you, bro, the slow game. That's why I said this year I'm so thankful because the people I talked to when I first started, I wasn't talking to line guys. I was talking to guys that had been really running businesses. And I'm like a leech when it comes to OGs who done been there and done it. You know what I'm saying? Guys who they done already been through the storm. You feel me? They can tell me, hey, it's landmines over here. Don't walk over there. I don't want to be the one who just, man, I'm gonna walk over there anyway. I could tiptoe and I might make it back. Nah, I'm cool. I like to soak it up from OGs who done been there and done that. And a lot of people, when I talk to them, they used to tell me, man, all of them told me it's gonna be 3 to 7 years. You know what I'm saying? I heard that on an average. You know what I'm saying, from maybe 6 different people. And I'm talking about out of 6 people, I'm talking about 4 of them. Man, they good. I'm talking about everything paid off, been paid off for years outright. You know what I'm saying? All they doing is just coasting the rest of their life, basically. And a lot of them guys told me, they said, man, I don't care what it is you doing. They said it's the law of karma. If you out there busting your butt long enough, your time's gonna come. You just gotta stay in the game. And a lot of them I used to say, man, how long it take you to get? A lot of them will say, man, it took me 3 years. Some of them would take 5 years, but I would always hear 3 to 7 years. And they say once you get it, they say a solid clientele gonna make you unstoppable. You know what I'm saying? But it don't come overnight. It just gonna come overnight. You gotta stay in the game, and this ain't pretty for nobody. Like, man, I'm pretty sure we listen, everybody in here, man, we got some war stories. You know what I'm saying? There's some people in here who, man, listen, they've been through some stuff to get to it. You know what I'm saying? Just staying out here. You know what I'm saying? I look back on stuff, I'm telling you now, it ain't too many of them that everybody that ain't with me now, they gone like they supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? And moving forward, it's just like, man, I can't make the same mistakes over and over. And I know what I want. So it's like you gotta go to the world to tell the world when you know what you want, you gotta like put your foot on and demand that, and it's just gonna come. You know what I'm saying? When you hesitant, are you 50-50? Are you 1 foot in, 1 foot out? You gonna get played with. You know what I'm saying? And when you this is what I want, this is how it's gonna be, this is what it is, I feel like it just come. It's just gonna come. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you tunnel vision on. It's what you set for. Whatever you set your mind on is what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you watching, whatever is just gonna happen. And all day long, I'm telling you, I be on stuff like that lick I seen for 13,000. There's no way I wouldn't have found that if I ain't I'm constantly trying to save a dollar, constantly trying to, I see people all day, man. They steady spending money on unnecessary stuff that just like you don't need. You feel me in these hard times? And I'm telling you, they not gonna last long. I holler at you, nerd, get you some rest, boy. Hey, but these hard times ain't gonna last long for some people. The ones who out here gritting and grinding, I'm telling you, all this is building you. When you like, man, I'm gonna get through this year. I don't care what is thrown at me. I'm gonna make it through this month again. Care what these gas prices get, whatever. You gonna figure it out. And you gonna get bump in your head where you just make it easier. Like I said, just go back to like I told my dude, like in the beginning, uh, I thought I was supposed to get a bunch of big yards, pretty yard. That wasn't it. That wasn't profitable. I didn't know, like, nah. And then some of them I was getting, I just didn't know no better. I didn't know how to price that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I was biting off more than I could chew. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what really turned me into YouTube to really looking at stuff. I probably got a couple guys on YouTube. I started looking at couple years when I was on my YouTube grind. You know what I'm saying? About 4 or 5 of them. And I just took a little sauce from each one of them, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know nothing. I knew, like I say, I was watching business stuff at the beginning. But then after that, it was going to that, okay, I got to get this lawn thing down. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I say, we can cut grass. Because you're going to have, like, I got some, man, some people don't care about no stripes or nothing. Man, I just want you to come over here every 2 weeks and need my yard cut. If you in that phase. They don't care about no stripes. Man, are you going to be here? Or are you going to get the yard cut? I got the money to pay. I just want you to show up and cut it because I don't want to do it myself. And you might got 50 or 60 people like that that's going to pay the right price, don't want to do it themselves, and they want you to do it. But you can't turn them down because, oh man, this yard is over here, over there. Nah, just talk to them first and see what it is before you actually walk away. And I'm speaking on that because I did that. I didn't do the due diligence. I didn't have a process of I'm gonna tell you, I didn't have no interview process for my client. And you think about interviewing a person, for a job, you really got to interview your client. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, a lot of the I'm gonna do a video, man. A lot of my customers that I've had about these last 4 years, I've never seen them, and that's real talk. I've never seen them. Card on file, send a message at the beginning of the season. Uh, and if anything goes on in the yard, I update them. Never seen them. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing. Me and my guy was talking about. He's like, man, you ain't never seen. I'm like, bro, I ain't never seen none of them. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them I never seen. They never had to call me back. It's no callbacks or nothing. I told him that's when, man, that's the business. When you get a business for real. To me, I was hustling. I'm still hustling. I feel like until I can step away, I'm still hustling. I might not never step away. I might stay hustling long as the price is right. You say Will solo. Listen, Will is solo. And I'm gonna tell you, he said more like 2 weeks to make that 13K back. So let me tell you something. Does it really make sense to hire somebody if you can make that back in a couple weeks? You getting everything done? I'm just saying. So it's just what worked for your business. So Will, I'm gonna tell you, that's crazy too. I'm gonna have to, man. And my dude, he don't be on Instagram or nothing. I'm gonna have to tell him might need to check you out, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, episode 1, shout out to Stripe Leader. Episode 1, Stripe Leader was on her. A real OG in this thing. You feel me? So you hear what he said, more like 2 weeks to make it back. Still solo in that truck, getting it. Hey, so it is what it is, man. We still out here. Mow Trappin podcast, another Tuesday, man. I got a week coming up this week. We got some rain, but it's raining. In between rain, I'm probably gonna have a raincoat on. I got some landscaping I gotta look at. And I'm about to be out here. I got some bushes I gotta do. So if it ain't raining too hard, I'm still out here with the raincoat on, man. I gotta get it, man. So you gotta get it while the getting is good. So, man, appreciate y'all tuning in again, man. Be safe out here, like I always say. You can never be too safe. You get too comfortable, you can slip up, something can happen. Still do your due diligence every time you hopping on and off and in and out that truck. So holler at y'all again next Tuesday, man. Shout out to everybody who had graduates, and tell them to check out what we doing instead of thinking about going to college. Holler at y'all next episode.